And welcome back to the house. Oh my goodness, am I glad to be back in the English countryside, especially after such a long flight. Obviously I had the most incredible time in the Maldives at the Ritz-Carlton, but towards the end of the trip I did say to Ali, I was like, I'm missing home. And I think that that's such a lovely thing, to not dread coming home, but to actually look forward to it. I was very, very excited. Obviously, the weather is nowhere near as wonderful, but our home really does fill me with so much joy. And I returned home to a fully finished dressing room. I still need to find some cushions and a few more things to dress the space, but I did swap everything around because I had to move everything out again. So I've swapped my black items onto this side and restyled these shelves here. I've got another little space here that I feel like I need to pop something, but that's had a little bit of a style up there. And then I've popped the pink and tan items on this side, but it is looking exceptionally lovely in here. This is the other view from the other side that I don't really ever show you. Also, Ali cut down my bar stool, so now it fits perfectly under there, and I think it looks really nice. But I just need to find some cushions and some soft touches. I also really need to get some proper blinds for in here, because at the moment I just have diffuser, what's it called? Like diffuser paper. I need to get some proper Velux blinds because it just doesn't look nice, and I think it will finish off really, really nicely in here. But I am over the moon. I know you've seen so much of it, but coming home to a finished dressing room was exceptionally lovely. I am dressed in a lily silk cashmere set that makes me feel like I'm all of the Laura Piana vibes, which I'm absolutely loving at the moment. Since I bought those shorts, I definitely feel like I'm a bit of a Laura Piana fan now. I want to get some of their summer walk shoes, but I'm trying to decide which colour is best. But I'm trying to stay comfy today because literally I arrived back home this morning at 6 in the morning. So we also didn't get a direct flight home. We got the stop off at Doha, and I would say if you can get the direct flight home and the direct flight there, it's with British Airways, and it is the best way to do it because it literally feels just so much easier. You just get on the flight, fall asleep, and live your best life, or you can just drink all of the wine because they have quite a good wine list on BA flights as well. Not as good as Qatar though. Wow, the Qatar one was amazing, but still it was really good. So I would say to do it that way, but that's why I'm in cozy clothes today, because despite having washed and got myself fully kind of ready for the day, I am flagging slightly, a little bit tired because it was a long old trip. But we're home and the house is lovely, and we like aired out the house when we got home and like did loads of cleaning, and it's just been really nice. And I thought it would be a good idea to give you a bit of a garden update as well, because obviously I've not seen the garden for a week, and I've been hearing lots of progress from the girls, obviously, that have been staying here, and I am excited to go and have a look. Well, it is certainly looking a lot greener out here now, and it smells incredible. The cow parsley is all coming up in the woodland, and we've even got some new wildflowers growing in there because now obviously Ali has maintained our trees so well, got rid of the ivy. There's a lot more light getting to the floor, so we're actually getting some bluebells in there now. There's some white valerian. It's really, really wonderful, and I love the little islands of wildflowers around the trees that has just somehow been created. The animals are all chasing each other. Potty, come! Good boys, good boys. So sadly this bed is not looking particularly good, because this is the bed that I planted exactly like this one, but Porter jumped into it and started digging on it and obviously flicked all of the newly sown seeds everywhere. So I think I'm either going to try and sort of do this and just reorganize it and get rid of all of the sort of random bits, or I'm just going to redo it all together. The little island is starting to come into life, and you're starting to get the full effect. This is all going to kind of spill over the edges and hide the little iron thing, because actually Ali took away the cobbles, and I think when it's all green it will just look lovely. I've got my second sow of carrots coming up, so that's on these sides here. This was my first sow. This side seems to be doing particularly better than the other side. So my first sow is here, second sow over here, and then I'm going to plant my Mange 2 in the middle of both of these beds. I've still got all of the space on that side of that bed, all of the space on the side of that bed. But look at my asparagus bed. I think potentially this week I will get my first crop. We have 17 asparagus coming up at the moment. This was the first one that we spotted. I'm going to let that one do its thing, and probably that one as well. But we have got some absolutely massive asparagus. And do you know what? I did not, like, look at the size of this one. That's like that would rival the Dalesford asparaguses, I think. This one seems to be thriving over here. So we've actually got like 5, no, oh my gosh, 6 as a cluster here. I keep trying to like see if I can uncover more, because I'm like, there must be more coming up. But it is just wonderful. We've got more here. So yeah, I think I'm at least going to get my very first asparagus crop this year, which obviously just fills me with immense joy. I've still got that bed free as well, and obviously this will be my pumpkin bed, so I'll put everything into sort of place very soon. Herb beds are doing really, really well. Like, look at this. I've got such lovely little herbs in here as well. Some of these are really good for like cocktails and things like that, so really good. I've just given this a drink because we really need the grass to speed up there. And then in here, I definitely need to give everything a good water. And I can't believe that I actually had this cleaned, and look how much poo there is now. I'm gonna need to have it cleaned again. But yes, we've got pumpkins coming up, we've got bell peppers, we've got tomatoes, purple sprouting broccoli, we've got obviously my second sow of Mange 2. This is, what is this? Oh, my French beans. These have come up. These are all of my courgettes. So I'm gonna have to start planting those out soon, although I have promised a couple of these to my friends. Strawberries, rhubarb, and cucumbers that will obviously stay in here. These are my new trestle tables that I got for my birthday. So I'm gonna be able to have fun styling these up in front of the wall, and they'll be stored somewhere or other. Lemons and my vines are doing exceptionally well as well. I need to really get those potted, but on the whole, everything has survived. We've even got some little strawberry fruits coming through in my hairy pots. Lots of little fruits in there. We've got wonderful white flowers on our clematis, which is just bringing me so much joy. This is really kind of filling up, just giving it a good drink as well. And just to show you up close how the hydrangea is doing, there are so many buds on this, it is unbelievable. Just seeing little pops of purple coming in now as it gets ready to do its thing. It's looking so beautiful. Look at this. This is going to look so lovely on the side of our house. I love it. But the one thing I'm definitely going to buy more of for next year is my Claverton cloches, because look at how well my spinach is doing and my rocket. This is all ready for picking. If you remember last year, it was all eaten by slugs and it didn't look very good. But this year, I'm getting a few of the weeds out. We are absolutely thriving in all cloches. Even this one is like the best, I think. Look at that. We've got spinach doing exceptionally well. Et voila. Hello from my favourite room in the house at the moment. I just cannot get enough of being in here, to be perfectly honest with you, especially now that it is all sorted and looking rather lovely. It was very much welcomed that I got everything sorted. By the way, Ali said to me today that I look like I'm tired. I did wake up at like 5 o'clock this morning, and I was on a run by 6:30, so that is the sound of Carrie leaving. Hi, Carrie. But it has been more of kind of like an admin day today. I've been doing research for blog posts and things like that. I like to find like niche brands to tell you about and things like that. So I've been doing a lot of research for my blog. By the way, if you don't follow my blog, or if you don't click on it, my blog is updated weekly now with lots and lots of content that we work on together, and it is just honestly like my favorite thing, because if you're ever wondering what I'm loving at the moment, things that don't maybe make it into vlogs or things that like I'm telling you about before they make it into vlogs, which is usually the best way to find out about things. Today has been a bit of a garden focused day. We've had our gardeners here working on things and just tidying up the garden for obviously summer. But I also have a very, very exciting delivery on the way. I may have mentioned this in another video. It is currently like in a car on its way to me now. This is the second time. This is what happened when I bought my 28 Kelly. It was obviously delivered to me in a car because we couldn't go into store at that time. And this one is currently being delivered. And this is like my unicorn bag. This is my one, my only, my everything. It's coming. The bag that you knew I needed and you knew that I was selling one of my bags for, it's coming. So to take my mind off things, I have some wonderful bits to show you. And I did a little bit of homeware shopping as well whilst I was away. So I thought this video is gonna be a little bit of like a what I bought whilst laying on a beach. I'm also wearing this shirt dress, by the way, which is the blue version of my white one that I got from Amazon, so I'll link that in the description box down below. But I have been eagerly... Where have all of these leaves come from? It's almost like they're left over from when I had my fan in here. Bizarre. Anyway, this collection I have been so excited to tell you about, so I'm gonna go grab them because I think that so many of you are gonna love this. I've been featuring loads of stuff on my Instagram stories today about, I've been looking for a new necklace. If you don't know my wedding necklace, the Tiffany one, I've not been wearing it because it's gone black, so I need to probably send it off to be cleaned. And I feel naked. I didn't wear a necklace, I didn't have a necklace to wear on holiday that felt like it was right, if that makes sense. And so I've been looking at nature and herb and garden inspired jewelry, but fine jewelry. That's something that I really wanted, something really beautiful, like maybe like a parsley leaf or something like that. And then also I got served the best Instagram ad by L'Artisan Perfumier. I don't think I've ever experienced anything for this brand. They have a collection called Le Potager and or Le Potager, Le Potager, Le Potager, I think it is. And I've requested the sample pack for it, so I'll definitely have to give you the scope on that in another video because I'm so intrigued by that collection. Anyway, lots of things to show you in this video. Okay, so have you ever seen a rail of like athleisure gym wear as Lydia Millen-esque as this? Like, can I just show you this? It says Adenola Outdoors on it. I also think that Carrie Grayson will love this as well because it's got a picture of a mountain and she blooming loves climbing mountains. But it's in the most beautiful kind of like moss green colour. This is me, like a pair of leggings and a zip front sweat is like my idea of like comfy cool, basically. Like if I'm going for like beauty treatments and things like that and I need to have like easy to get off clothing, because as much as we wish that like our full outfits are easy to get on and off, they're not actually that easy. So when I'm like running errands and when I've got to go and get like my laser done or like whatever, traveling, this is the dream. They have matching sweatpants, zip. This is probably a bit of me though. This is like a little bit more structured to the collar. So they've got the zip front, half zip hoodie sweater. Then they've got the normal sweater. I'll literally show you these in like the cutaway as well. They're so soft. Oh my goodness. The fabrics are so wonderful and soft, but they're soft on the inside as well. I absolutely cannot stand when you put on what is supposed to be a cozy item and it's not soft on the inside. These have that beautiful soft fleece on the inside as well, but the colours are what is doing it for me. This is the gorgeous forest green set. Now I've teamed the half zip sweatshirt with the leggings and the tank bra because that's generally how I would wear this. Like tracksuit bottoms for me are definitely an around the house chill vibe, but this is something that I could easily run errands in and feel super comfortable. I love this tone of green so much. This really is like a pine forest, really rich green, which I just think is so nice. And this is so snuggly. I have worn this already, by the way. I always film my cutaways later on, and I have already worn this on dog walks, and it is perfect for this transitional season when it's a little bit chillier in the morning. Absolutely perfect. It's got such a like lovely soft fleece lined, and then if it does get hot, you can whip it off and you've got the tank bra underneath. But I absolutely love this. Really, really lovely tone and fit, and it's just all of the green lover's dreams, isn't it? It's also got this kind of white shade, which is very on trend at the moment. This has beautiful, almost like this is the Adenola Collective Consciousness, because there's a lot of consciousness and like sustainability around the brand, which is always a plus when you're shopping for these kind of things. It's not something that I usually like mention because I feel like it opens up a can of worms for me personally, but I mention it just because I know that some of you are especially concerned, and that's like the number one thing that you focus on. So I thought I would give that a mention as well. I've also popped on the white hoodie, which is the Collective Consciousness hoodie as well, which is such a beautiful, like crisp shade of white, which contrasts really nicely with the green of the leggings. So I popped it with that because it just, if you don't like that kind of matchy vibe, then this works super well. And again, it's got that softness on the inside, super cozy. Oh my goodness, it's so soft. Could literally just be like, But very casual, still looks good, perfect for going to the gym, perfect for, like, this is when I go to like Soho Farmhouse and I'm heading to the gym, probably to the spa, and I want to be warm, but I still want to look good. This kind of vibe is, I'll just walk in, jumper's gone, tank bra underneath. This is perfect. The whole collection is kind of around spending more time outside, being with nature, all of the things that I love, being in the garden, just getting out more. Exactly what I was doing this morning at 6:30, getting out for a run. So this one says, go outside, which is a very lovely message. And also this is a cute little crop, so it would look lovely with high-waisted leggings as well. Nice little cat sleeves. But these colours are giving me life. So you all know that this is my icon. Like, this is the #1 crop top, workout bra, gym top. There is no better than this on the market as far as I'm concerned. And I have this in every single colour. In summer, it's pretty much always underneath my shirts. It's what I work out in. It is wonderful. Like, I don't even know how they've done it, because it's not a particularly like high support bra, but for me this works wonders. And now it comes in this beautiful moss forest green shade with matching leggings. And this is the tank bra with the leggings. I usually take a small in the tank bra. This is an extra small. It's a little bit tight on me, so I reckon I could size up, but my leggings are usually the extra small, and that's like my perfect combo. I feel supported, and I just love the colors that they use. They are such beautiful tones, and I just feel lovely. And feeling lovely in like activewear is not always an easy thing, but in Adenola stuff I always feel such a dream, which I love. Obviously I'll put the full set on for you. Matching leggings. The Adenola leggings are one of my most like complimented. Like, the colors that they come in are so beautiful. They always pick the most like beautiful colors, and this is no different. These are so exceptional, and also they're really good for styling up. Like, if you want to do a legging outfit, especially for me, I love earthy tones. So this is perfect. And it also has a new style of crop top, which I've not tried on, so I'm gonna have to try it. Slightly more decorative at the back, which I love. I also love the branding. It's so simplistic and wonderful. We also have some new, almost like cropped vests as well. I love this. Adenola Sport, I love it. It's like ribbed, so it'd be slightly softer to wear. Great for layering underneath items, so if you wanted to have something that you could like maybe take the jumper off, you could have one of these underneath as well. I've also popped on the ribbed tank, which it's tight when you're putting it on, but when you're actually wearing it, it is so much more supportive than I actually thought it was going to be. So this would actually, on its own, like, you wouldn't have to have the tank bra underneath this. On its own, this would be really good for something like low impact, like yoga. You'd be so comfortable, but yet if you want to go sports braless, you still feel like you're being held in place, which is really lovely. And I love the contrast stitching. Everything's contrasting in this set, but I love the contrasting stitching to the black ribbing, and I think it looks really lovely with these leggings as well. Just a different option, but still super kind of sport luxe, comfortable, beautiful, and also, you know, a little bit, it's not just like you've thrown something old and, you know, dingy on. You've got a nice set, and I always feel like I feel so much more motivated when I've got a nice sports set on. Maybe that's just me. Please let me know it's not just me in the comments. Then have more t-shirts, which I love. We have the white version of the Go Outside t-shirt, and we also have this slightly more oversized, which I love. Again, for the transitional season, these t-shirts are perfect for just adding an extra layer. Also super cute, oh my gosh. Like, I've tied a little knot here so that it's a bit more streamlined on my body, which works really well. But again, as you get warmer, if you're in the gym, you can just take this off and have your tank bra underneath. I feel like this t-shirt is like my life slogan. I literally spent 2 hours this morning before 9 o'clock outside. This is, like, the day's not even started and I'm already spending more time outside. But I love the white version, and again, I think it contrasts really nicely with the deeper tones, but it will also look lovely with some of the other colours of legging sets that I've got as well, because they're all beautiful earthy tones and work really well with everything. Like, if you want to put the hoodie on, you can put the hoodie on. If you want to wear one of the tank bras, you can also swap the colours and alternate them. Chef's kiss, so perfect. And then we have some more wonderful colourways. So we've got this mushroom colour, which I don't think that's actually what it's called. They call it taupe brown, but to me this is mushroom. And this is, hands down, I have purchased so many like taupey mushroom coloured leggings, and they all are either too pink or too blue. This is the most perfect shade of mushroom you could ever wish for. And it also comes with matching crop top, so you can do the full set. You just can get these in every different colour and you always feel wonderful in them. And one of the things that you might have noticed with me personally at the moment is I am wearing slightly more of my colourful sets now that I feel a little bit more comfortable in my body and things like that. I am enjoying being a bit more adventurous, although these obviously aren't the most adventurous, but you know, I've got some reds and things like that in previous collections. But that's the mushroom, and then we also have the sage of all sage, and with the matching crop top. Like, I am obsessed. I've got PT in the morning with Steve, so naturally one of these is going to be worn for that, because I don't know how I'm going to choose, to be perfectly honest with you, because I literally love so many of these. Do I go for the sage or do we go for the forest green? I have no idea. I feel like I could be a floating head right now because I'm fully camouflaged with my dressing room, but this is definitely my favourite set. Like, this for me is the calmest, most tranquil shade of green known to man. I just don't know why. I find this colour so calming, and I've already worn this set already for a PT workout because I love it. I feel like it's very me. I've teamed it with some grey trainers that are probably a little bit too small, but I love them. And this is literally my dream set. And these bras are so flattering. Like, I actually cannot stress enough how much these are like the best sports bras. For the type of workouts that I do as well, they are incredible. I obviously have a discount code as well. You can get 10% off at Adenola. At the moment, I'll pop all of the finer details so that I don't, you know, overwhelm you in the description box down below, but it is Lydia10 and it'll get you 10% off. So if you like any of the items that I try on, then you'll be able to find them linked down below. But one thing I would say is if the tank bra is in stock in white, stock up. And stock up in the other colourways as well, because you will live in this. It is so flattering, and it's the one sports bra that doesn't make me feel like I'm kind of like bulging out of things. Not that I just like to feel like things are streamlined and just look really nice and fluid with my body. Whatever shape my body might be, I just don't want it pulling it in, if that makes sense. Streamlined, soft against my silhouette, that's all I want. I don't care whether I'm shaped like a mushroom or a tomato or a potato, just as long as what I'm wearing is streamlined to the shape of me. And that is what this bra and the leggings do as a full set. They just skim your body but support it as well. And this is the mushroom shade. It's called taupe brown on their website, but to me this is mushroom. I think I need a size up in this tank top. This is a double strap tank top, so slightly different to the tank bra, and it also has this large band around here, but actually maybe slightly more supportive. So maybe this one would work for, maybe it's the double straps that's giving it more support, but if you wanted something maybe more supportive than the tank, then this could be a really good option. But I love this color as well. Just super calming, natural tones speaks to my soul so much. Oh, so cute. I thought I would show you these because I feel like we're lovers of green on this channel and we're lovers of earthy tones, and I thought that so many of you would love this as well. So it's Lydia 10 if you want to pick anything up, but you have to let me know what your favourite item is as well in the comments down below. Right, now I've shown you those. The other thing that I want to do today is, because my birthday presents arrived, there's been something that I wanted to do in the garden. So actually I might pop some of these on so that I don't ruin my dress. Because I've got the trestle tables and I want to set up one of the trestle tables under the guest bedroom window, because I know that I've got an obsession with two things when it comes to antiques. Antique steps and antique tables. I don't know why I have this thing with them, but I really want to put a really beautiful old antique table underneath the window and just have an assortment of pots on it, different heights, just all beautiful and mismatched, that's the one. And I thought I could try and see how it looks with my trestle table so that I can just set it up and have a play around. I've got lots of little pots so I can try things out, but yeah, it's just a bit of an idea that I've had to soften that wall and also just make a bit of a beautiful vista or vignette. Someone told me I was using vignette wrong, but it feels very nice. Do you know who I got it from? I got it from Steve Cordoni. Is it Cordoni? He's an Australian interior designer, and I'm sure he says vignette, and so I'm pretty sure I got it from him, so don't blame me, blame Steve. Anyway, let's go look. I think we all knew that it was going to be this set. This is so cozy. Oh my goodness. This is going to be perfect for morning workouts as well as being in the garden, and just the most perfect shade of green ever. So I've got some little plimsolls on with it as well, but this is such a green lover's dream. And so soft. Okay, I'm gonna head outside now into the garden to see if I can move these trestle tables by myself, but the leggings are an absolute dream. So these are the trestle tables that I got from Nkuku. Now the reason why I got two and I didn't go for antique is because I needed two that were exactly the same height, exactly the same width and exactly the same length, because for when I want to have more people over I can set them up in front of the wall and they work together. Obviously it would be a near on impossible task to find two antique tables that are the same height, width and length. So I found these, they're reclaimed from Nkuku, and they just seemed perfect. They had the right feel whilst still being functional for exactly what I need. So they've got really lovely wooden tops, but I might sand them back, you know, just so that they're not so brown and a bit more like this kind of ashed colour. But I'm going to see if I can move these myself and get one of them over to the window. Hello, Lummy. I think I'm going to scratch my floor if I do that. Yeah. They're blooming heavy. I have enlisted...
dress it down because I'm so cold.
Yeah, it was very cold today. I've enlisted the help of the husband because that's definitely too heavy. So I want to just try the table here because I want to look for an antique table to go here and put an assortment of pots on top of it. So I just want to try the trestle table there. Do you think we could lie these down so I could put it over them?
No. Not experiment.
Really?
Well, they're very heavy, babe.
Yeah, but just lie them down.
They're very heavy. I can put them in a line like this so they don't stick out as much.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that. So we are saving all of these paving slabs for a reason. They are going to be used in phase 2 for some of the bathrooms that we have left over, as this was surplus from having our hallway and kitchen done. So at the moment they're living outside here, which we'd love to get rid of them, but we're just waiting for phase 2 to start. Isn't that right, Lummy? When I say that being married to me is a job in itself, I'm not lying, am I, babe? Babe, you have injuries all the time because you worked out too hard when you were a kid. I'm gonna stick you in the Queen of Sweden rose from David Austin. Okay, you're gonna have to be on the wonk. I'm sorry. It's this quality camera content for you. I am so sorry, but there is nothing that I can pop you on other than the bin, perhaps. Should I pop you on the bin? You're on the food bin. Look at Lumi in the garden. Hello, Lulu. You coming? Jungle cat on the savannah. I love your get up, babe. What are those? You love a tabletop. Anywhere you can. Go get him, Limmy. Where's that sausage off to? Very important places to be. Must check on the happenings of the greenhouse. Go get him, Lumi. Go get him. She's hunting him. She does this all the time. This is her playing with him. She wants to go and play with them. Go and play with the sausages, Lumi. She's gonna hunt him. Look, look, look. She's getting ready to go. Look at them all playing in the flower beds. Go get him, Lumi. Oh, Barkley! You started that, Lumi. So, we popped it in place. I think it will work there for the time being, but I definitely think it needs to be longer than the window for balance. And I need to obviously go in search of a few like antique watering cans and dress it up a little bit. So I'm going to use some of the pots that I've already got, just stacked up, make it look really just thrown together. But I think it will be actually useful as a potting table for me for outside. I do want to get another one by the greenhouse, but also just look beautiful as well, because I love the idea of just the tables like scattered everywhere. So I'm gonna go get some pots and see how we can get on. I don't know whether you noticed then, but I turned the camera off. It's because I start doubting myself halfway through and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be rubbish, just turn the camera off. But actually, I'm really liking how it's like coming together. I've potted a few little herbs on here, so I've got some parsley and some chives that were left over. They've been in my greenhouse, so they're not looking great, so hopefully I can nurse them back to health out here, which would be a nice little herb table here. But also all of my assortment of pots, they kind of clutter up my greenhouse a little bit, and they obviously don't need to be inside because they'll weather nicely, but also I'd rather do like all of my potting out here. Obviously this is a bit far away, but eventually this will just be more of a staging table. This table is not right, it needs to be bigger, and I think it needs to have really nice like newel post legs, and just be really battered and chunky and beautiful. And it needs a bit of a faff. It's not perfect, or it's not right, and obviously that's just killing my vibe. I need to get that boxed in with some like oak panelling or something. But when you stand back and you see it like this, I actually think it looks really cute. And I've kind of scattered a few pots off to one side. I don't like anything too symmetrical, but I just wanted it to look like it was kind of like thrown together, which it will eventually look a bit more thrown together. I'll probably get like a topiary on there as well, but now I have to go in search of a table, I guess, because I just think it looks so lovely. And then when the clematis or clematis like grows up and over, oh, it's gonna look so beautiful. But yeah, I'm just gonna sort of faff with it a little bit longer, get some more tools out here, probably like a soil bucket or something like that, but I think it's looking really cute. Well, I showed Ali and he didn't hate it, so, well, I was saying, you hate it, don't you? And he was like, no, I think it looks really nice. I just always get a little bit worried because I'm like, oh, I hope you don't hate it, because obviously I want him to like stuff. But yeah, it just needs to be a better table. How much nicer does that look behind me? I always hated it when you could see those slabs there. So now it just looks a little bit more beautiful. But obviously when we change these, which I've actually fed back on some of the designs that we've got and said to them that we want to go ahead with a few elements with the garden. So fingers crossed. We are going to have something a lot more sympathetic there with some beautiful rustic oak balustrades. Although one of the things that they had, the design team had a great idea, which I just don't know whether we should do or not. Like, it would be such a huge project. But he was basically like, this is obviously just like wasted lawn, so why don't you excavate like a set of stairs, like tiered stairs, so like you could literally just walk down into the lower ground floor. And I was like, oh my gosh, that does sound like a bit of a dream. And then you could have like tiered like gardening, like flower beds and things like that, so it all looked really beautiful, but you'd get so much more light down there. And also these walls aren't tanked, so the reason why we had to clad them is because they kept like water just seeps through them basically, so they're pretty much useless. But I wonder how much that would cost. I'm actually going to send them another email because there's other elements that we're not necessarily going ahead with, so maybe I should ask them what the cost implications of that, because imagine this from sort of like about here, just tiered steps down, all with like steps but also plants planted in them, and just, yeah. When he said that, I was like, oh my god, that does sound really nice, and it would just open up the space down there and make it so much more like light and beautiful and accessible, which is the dream, because our bar is down there. The girls could come out into the garden and things like that, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna track my package because last I checked he was very close. Oh my gosh, he's on my road. He's on the road, he's on the road. Yeah. Well, my parcel has arrived, and first things first, the puppy dogs have to eat first. Good boys. Ah, Barkley, no. I think we're gonna have to have a puppy dog bath because he was rolling in something when I was outside and it looked like it had been dead for quite a while. So, puppy dog baths all round, I think. Right. Time for Lydia to eat, now that you boys have eaten. So, very gently. So, let's talk about this to begin with, because I have actually been umming and ahhing about this bag for quite a while, whether to like actually go through with it and blah blah blah. And it was whilst I was away that I was like, no, there is absolutely like, I need that bag in my collection, and I'm willing to sacrifice a whole load of my collection for this one, because I think, boys, I'm trying to have a moment here with my new purchase. Ah! Stop tearing your bed apart. Do you guys need to go outside? Come on, let's go outside. Come on. You know, I'm not interested in going outside. You just want to wrestle in your bed. And yeah, so anyway, this is literally like my number one, and I think when you see the size of the box, you'll know exactly what bag it is. This was my wish list bag, like literally. I have waited such a long time, and Barkley, do you mind? God, this is like the worst unboxing ever. No, but basically, I wanted this bag for such a long time, and it was time. It was my time to shine, basically, so. And it cropped up, and now it is in my collection, and I am so excited. It is the perfect summer bag for me. It's everything I love in a bag. It's small, and you boys are killing me. They look so ferocious, and they're doing absolutely nothing to each other. We chase each other around the garden. That is all I care about. Yes, so I basically realised that I'd made the right choice with this bag when I was on holiday, because I I was like, if I had this bag, I definitely feel like my collection is like complete. Famous last words. So it has arrived today. Oh my gosh. It's so small. Guys, this is so exciting. Obviously, just as a side note, we still get more excited about asparagus than we do handbags. So we have in our possession the gold Mini Kelly, so that's the one that's the 20 Kelly with gold hardware, and it has obviously the contrasting stitching, which only the gold has in terms of tans, and the leather, I can never remember what leather it is. Epsom. Is it Epsom? Yes, it is in the Epsom leather, so nice and durable, which is the same as my other Kellys. My dream summer bag, guys. Oh my gosh. That's it. I've peaked. No more bags for Lydia ever again. Don't hold me to that. But for now, for a very long time. So, the reason why I also went for this size instead of the 25 is because I actually tried on the 25 and it just didn't look right worn crossbody, in my opinion, and it didn't look as good as the mini Kelly worn crossbody, and that was the deciding factor for me. Basically, I knew there and then that this was the bag, and the good thing about me is that I don't wear a lot of colour, so I mainly stick to the same colour of accessories all the time, and then complement with coloured outfits rather than coloured accessories. That means that I get the most wear out of my wardrobe. Why are you crying, my love?
Another bag that can't fit my keys in.
That's one thing that Ali hates, is when my bags are so small that I can't carry anything for him.
You can't fit my wallet in your bag.
No.
You always have those little ones on these.
I know, because they're my favourite. Good morning, everyone. It is 6 o'clock and I am up ready for my PT session, and I am twinning with my dressing room. I've got the sage green Adenola set on. It fits like an absolute dream, and I've removed the cups out of my tank bra because I always do, but I just love how these look. Like, I always feel like they're just so flattering, and you can even wear them like as day tops. Like, it's not just athleisure or gym kit. These are great for layering under linen shirts at this time of year, and this colour is so gorgeous. It is unbelievable. I'm going to pop the green zip up that I had on yesterday just for warmth whilst I warm up. I'm going to have my coffee and I'm going to get into the gym for some weights. Buckleen, come on. Buckleen. Always picking up something to eat. So, PT session is done, looking a little bit bleary-eyed, and now we're off out on a dog walk with these little speed demons. And then I've got nails with Alex as well, fresh nails because I chipped this one whilst on holiday, but all good to go. Little slothy eyes. We have returned back to England and everything is so much greener. It is unbelievable. It's like in the last week they must have had some seriously good weather in order to do all of this in such a short space of time. So it feels like we're coming back to somewhere completely different, because all of the trees their leaves are coming out. This field was obviously brown when we left, and now it is almost an entire sheet of green, which is so lovely.
A couple of pheasants on the right.
Where?
On the right.
Oh yeah, little fezzies. There's loads of them. Oh yeah, we've got 2 pheasants.
2 Canada.
And 2 Canada geese.
And a sausage.
And a sausage in the wild. Oh, mucky puppy.
On the undercarriage.
Yeah. Oh, is it warm?
Yeah, it's very warm.
Oh, good. It's all right, puppy dog. Barkley. You just need a bath, my boy. You're gross. The good boy. He's like, yes, clean me. The royal penis is clean, my lord. I can't wait to make myself all mucky yet again. How gross that bathwater is. So different to your brother, you're so well behaved. Sausage roll.
He wants to shake.
Like a baby seal, wet baby seal.
Come on, then, give us a shake. Give us your best shake. 3, 2, 1. And then pick you back up. And put you in the kitchen in your towel.
Barkley's got Porter's tail. So, to say I went a little bit wild on table linen is a bit of an understatement, but I went for all kind of budgets, I feel. It was bizarre, okay? It was so weird. I ordered this. This is a almond blossom tablecloth. And bizarrely, in the book that I'm reading at the moment, they constantly mention almond blossom, and I'd never heard of it before. But it's actually really beautiful, this one, and it's kind of got a subtle pinkness to it. So you know how I feel about pink. It always has to be quite subtle, and it will need to be offset with like a really beautiful light green. So this would definitely be too green to go with this. But just like a little dusky sage napkin would really offset this nicely, so I think that this will be lovely. But this one is mainly for like lawn tablescapes. Then I treated our outdoor oxenwood table to the Dream, the oak leaf one from Bertioli. So these are both from Bertioli, which is my favourite. And I really think when you're buying table linen, you can get really, really beautiful table linens fairly affordably. So this one I picked up from H&M. This is the perfect shade of green to complement this. So if I was to get napkins of this, I think that would look really lovely together. It's very soft, very subtle. It'd just be an easy one. But I got the actual tablecloth of this because I just thought a nice plain sage. This is actually really beautiful as well. It's like a washed linen from H&M Home. I actually got 2 of these so that I could use them on my trestle tables, and then one big one as well in case I wanted to use it on either the dining table or the outdoor oxenwood table. And what I'm gonna do is, I mentioned, I'm gonna clear out my filing cabinets, like my cabinetry in my office. Obviously we'll be redoing that when we redo my office, but I want to clear them out for now and have a space for me to store all of this stuff, because at the moment I've got linen everywhere and I love doing these things, and I don't buy the bits and pieces enough to change it up quite a lot. Like I had my gingham one, obviously I cut it for the last party. But yeah, I want to be able to have some cabinetry of things that I can use for like doing my table. So I'm gonna store all of my linen stacked up so I can see it all really easily and just grab whichever color I need. So anyway, this one was so affordable. This is one thing that I will always say H&M does so well when it comes to linens. Just beautiful. And obviously for a statement tablecloth, I would always go to either the Set, which I just think is incredible, and also Bertioli, because that's when you want to maybe spend a little bit more. So just like with my gingham one that I got from the Set, that was a very specific gingham. It looked like it was very imperfect, it was beautiful and kind of rustic. It wasn't a perfect gingham check, if that makes sense, and that was why I wanted it. It was very, very specific, slightly more pared back. The tone of the green was perfect, and it's the same with these Bertioli ones. So this is the Wild Chicory, and I thought it's got little subtle hints of purple in here that for tablescapes in front of the wall, when the wall goes purple and blue, I thought this one would be quite cute as well, but also for just whatever, just something a bit different as well to bring some colour in. We get a lot of purple and blue in the garden, so I thought that that would be nice. So we've got the oak leaf to complement the trees in our woodland, which will look really lovely spread out on the table out there. So for something statement, I'd go for that, but these are actually the find of them all. These are from Amazon, and genuinely, I was looking at spending nearly £200 for this. This is more of like a, it's not a sage green, this is more of like a, what kind, it's more of like an olivey green scalloped napkin, and this is all embroidered. This is from a company called Cleo and Clover that I found on Amazon, and these were a fraction of the price. I think I was looking, was it at Birdie Fortescue? It might have been Mrs. Alice, I'm not sure, but I got a set of 8 of these, and actually with this particular tablecloth, it's absolutely perfect because you've got this same tone of green running through. So this is a more washed linen, a more rustic linen, but this is slightly more floofy. This isn't my usual style. I prefer the washed linen, but I thought this was something for like a different vibe, a different feel, and I think that these go absolutely perfectly together. I think they did other colours as well, but I picked up 8 of those, and actually they make a really lovely gift. If you know someone that likes doing tablescapes and things like that, they come in beautiful little boxes like this. You wouldn't believe it arrived, and it was so affordable from Amazon, but yeah, they come in sets of 4, so I got 2 sets of those. This is the little box, and the branding is beautiful as well, Cleo and Clover. So that was that. I also picked up a tablecloth, which this one again is more of like a themed one. If I was going to have like a sort of French chateau themed, what's it called, themed dinner party, if I can show you this. Do you know what I really liked about this? First of all, I really liked the topiaries, if I can show you these up close. So I really liked these little topiary details, and I thought with our little topiary trees situated on here, then you put the cake in the middle, it's all kind of marked out. This is also from Amazon. It's a Versailles themed tablecloth, and I just thought for a bit of fun with the green, I need to find some good napkins to go with this as well, because you definitely want to go plain with something like this, but they also do it in a runner, they do it in loads of different sizes, and I thought this could be a little bit of fun, especially for in the greenhouse. I think this one would actually look so lovely in there because it's got the little bits of green, but then we can dress it up with some flowers or some potted herbs, or obviously the topiary trees as well. So yes, another one to add to the stack. And I also found this one on Amazon as well. This is from the same company as well. Really, really beautiful company. They had lots of different themes and colours, but this one just a little sort of late summer theme. So everything's starting to go a little bit dry and brown. You've got obviously like the finches and things like that, which we obviously have lots in the garden here. And I just thought this on the table in the garden would be lovely as well. Just as a different theme again, slightly off-white, so that it's softer, but I thought a little woodland theme there would be quite nice. So just some variations. You don't need to have lots and lots of different tablecloths, but genuinely my little rosé and cake parties, obviously not on the scale that we did last time, but they're definitely going to be a thing that oh, that was the company name, Maison de Hermine, which was also on Amazon. But yeah, just little rosé parties in the garden, I think, are exactly what I intend throughout the summer. So I want to just, and I just find it so therapeutic. I just love putting them together and playing around and having different like vibes. So I got the H&M tablecloth in a few different sizes because I actually just think that that was really lovely, and then treated myself to some Bertioli. Oh, and I also got myself this pair of trousers from H&M as well because I love the colour. I thought in the garden with a little crop top that would be lovely. So just one random little thing. And we also got some tea towels in the H&M sage linen colour. And I found a very, very old school full skirted pinafore on Amazon in this green colour. And it says something that I can't read. It says In Namolan, everything will accompany you. To write a song of life, I know we can. don't really understand what that means though. Maybe you can shed some light on that, but I don't know what Namalan is. But anyway, something a little bit different, but it just goes to show that you can kind of get things from everywhere. You can just pick up like some more cheap napkins and team them with something that's more expensive, and just, I always love pots and things like that because I think they look lovely, but a little bit of floral also looks really nice as well. So yeah, I picked up those bits. So I've got all of my linen out now of the basket. This is a lovely olive print tablecloth from the set, and also the potager one as well, which I've actually never used. I think I need to get, actually, let's have a look at that. The green ones from Amazon and how they would look with this, because I've been struggling for what napkin, because I don't want it to be too similar to this. This is like an oatmeal-y coloured linen, but I need to sort of get an accent colour napkin for this. But I've still got all those on the side to sort out, but I'm gradually like pairing things up so that it's easy for me when I come to do a table. And I have actually ordered the pink version of these as well to go with this, because even though I said I would only offset it with pink, this has such a small amount of pink in it. It really is just these little centre area bits. These two are rolling around in bed. That actually I think they could, if I wanted to have like a pink table, they could have the pink version of these to pick it out a little bit. So yes, just organising those. I've got these ones out as well. I'm going to get my napkins into these and then hopefully get them stored away and sort through these ones as well, because I've got plain white ones as well, but they're usually a little bit stark. And obviously I've got these runners, and I actually really like how they've frayed. It gives it even more of a rustic feel to the set gingham tablecloth, but I am going to buy a replacement as well, because honestly, this is probably one of my most used tablecloths because it's just so simple, but yet has such a lovely design. So you can just pop a nice, simple green napkin with it and accessorize accordingly.